Welcome back to another luscious little podcast for you children to listen to. With us, we have your lovable, cutesy little host, Sterling Silver. Hello, how you doing? I'm doing fine. We have another co-host. Ooh, Josiah. Josiah, who are you again?
Who is any man when you look at yourself in the mirror every morning after doing 2 lines of cocaine? I mean, do you really even know yourself these days? I'm just a hollow shell of a person.
Gasp. And in the background we have a little special guest, Matthew. Who are you, Matthew?
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its body is too fat to get its...
fucking get on with it.
And now we have another little boy with us,
I'm Matt.
Bjorn.
Hey, what's up?
Who are you, Bjorn?
Hey, man. Thanks. Sitting next to me is the lovely Chris Nolan.
Oh,
Christopher
Chris.
Nolan, director of Batman and Batman 2. Hey. Hey. Something, nigga.
Good old Batman 2.
Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Okay, Chris, settle down.
Let's keep this civilized.
Fuck you, nigga.
Oh boy.
Hey, shit, boy, I'll fuck you up.
Alrighty, we wanna steer right into our little thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we are going to be talking a little bit about some anime in which the music is actually better than the show. Do we have any examples of this that we want to start off big with? Some popular ones, huh? Matthew, I heard you had one earlier.
Oh, man. Do I ever. There's this story about a man with a big sword, and then his effeminate friend touches his girlfriend, and then he walks up, backhands him, and says that is not that's not acceptable behavior. And then the two of them get a grudge between one another that lasts several years.
To get in a kiss fight for 1,000 generations.
1,000 years. Everyone just wants them to fuck, but they're not gonna fuck. No, sir. They're very upset with one another.
It's called anger sex?
It's called berserk, thank you very much.
It's called berserk fuck? It's called a berserker jerk.
Love you like a truck, Berserk.
Berserk
Yeah.
2016.
Somebody
features
draw
the-
guts in what's his name? What's the other character? Mr. Popo?
Zod.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, somebody draw
Alright.
Guts and Zod playing with each other's trucks.
Someone's already done that.
Big old Tyco trucks.
You just
Yep.
haven't found it yet.
Shit.
The musical works of Susumu Hirasawa are quite something.
Give me a little
Apparently
sample.
So, thank you very much. I'll be taking my paycheck now. Susumu Hirasawa is like 60 years old, and he's belting them out like a man could ever possibly belt them out. He's still a hell of a singer for a
Was
man
he
of
the
his
one
age.
that did the original
Yeah.
one as well?
He does a lot of good shit. He did the Paprika soundtrack, I think.
Ew.
There you go.
It's the one that's like
Yeah.
So yeah, I still have to check out Paprika, but if he's behind the soundtrack, then I'll trust that soundtrack at least.
Yeah, I really like the opening song in that one.
So we've talked more than our fair share about this particular anime at the exact time that I first joined this podcast. So no need to talk about it much, but
Yeah, Sword Art Online. Yeah.
yes,
I haven't talked about it. I want to talk about Sword Art Online.
the tale of the Black Swordsman. And
Doesn't
his
he like
giant
fuck his
black-
sister?
Oh, we still on this?
Yeah,
one?
that's the one. The Black Swordsman's giant black throbbing sword does a lot of damage to everyone.
That's a lot
in
of
his path.
damage.
And someone makes a story out of it. And Oashes is a nice piece of music. Forces both the modern mix and the classic mix. Forces is a very nice piece of music. It was kind of depressing to see a series that I respect a hell of a lot get the treatment that it got. But in spite of that, if you just turn to the OST for your enjoyment and nothing else, then you're gonna walk away from this going, "What are you talking about? That was a good anime, right?"
I
There
will
was some
I
good
will
things
say that for the most part you will for Susumu Hirasawa does some good
Yeah.
shit, and I also like the openings for both season 1 and season 2. The opening, I think the ending was really gay. The ending theme.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
I agree.
something that you would have watched out of fucking
Wait,
Sailor Moon.
for the original
no,
one?
of Berserk
Okay.
20. Was it
I was
17 or 16?
16. It was
yeah.
16.
16, yeah.
The ending is like something out of fucking Sailor
Yeah, I agree.
Moon. It's like
Yeah,
what the
it feels-
fuck.
It's like let's just be
Shockingly
light
light, yeah.
and fluffy in
Yeah.
fucking Berserk.
And also the other standout track is the one called Blood and Guts,
Oh yeah.
which
I wonder why.
literally is just English them saying blood and guts and blood. And it's like you don't say it in English because when you recognize it, it just sounds silly. It's got to be like some other kind of language from around the world.
Gotta be through the filter.
Yeah. You gotta put it in like major G.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The god scale.
You were the one who actually turned my attention to that track because I guess that I wasn't paying too much attention.
I don't know how
Yeah.
anybody wouldn't notice that when it was like the first episode when he was having the dream. I was like, what
Yeah,
the
the
fuck is this?
Yeah, the fucking dream sequence where it's like, Matt, go back and listen to this scene, and Guts is walking through like the fucking blood labyrinth thing in his like nightmare.
Yeah,
He's like,
this
now
is-
listen to the soundtrack.
This is really setting the tone up pretty proper to have this as PTSD nightmares about the eclipse, and it's like there's blood and guts and lots of gore.
Yeah, it's a bit of a. Okay, no, it's probably very tone deaf to us because we can listen to that and go, "What the fuck are they doing?" But in Japanese, it was probably like, "Oh, okay, this is
Yeah.
fits the moment quite well." I'm sure there.
Hmm.
I don't know. Didn't do it for us.
You know, I wonder if people who prefer the subs over the dubs, I wonder if they actually like the original Japanese dialogue and they can feel that it's acted better by these Japanese actors, or if they're just masking the fact that they can't hear the performance as well. So they might think it's good, but maybe a Japanese person would be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. What it's come down to for quite a few people, and I don't necessarily agree with this point of view, but I completely get where people are coming from with this. Where it's like, I'm not huge on English dubs because we've got like a dozen like English English anime voice actors, and that's essentially it. And because of that, it's like, oh, who are we gonna get with our next dub? Is is this Steve Bloom? Is this Steve Bloom again? Is this Christopher Sabat? Is that my man Chris? So no, I get that we all want a good voice acting experience no matter what we're diving into and what we're doing, but I don't know. I still like a good dub every now and then. I can put up with getting 1,000 hours of Christopher Sabat if he's doing his job right.
Yeah, I prefer dubs purely for the fact that I want to look at the screen and I want to look at what's going on instead of reading.
No, okay.
Oh, you're only at that level? You actually have to read the subs?
Sometimes you gotta read the subs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not learning Japanese just to be a fucking weeaboo.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about learning Japanese. It's just the words are beamed directly into my mind.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Oh, very good.
I've absorbed so much anime.
I used to have that problem too of like, I kind of just wish I was looking at their faces, not looking at the subs, but after a while I just kind of got used to it, and I can read fast.
I don't know. It's just a little bit more effort to try and keep up with what's going on with the screen and what's going on with dialogue.
And then sometimes when it's tropey, you can pretty much guess what they're saying, so you don't really have to like. You could just pan down to the words for like a millisecond and then pan back up, and you're like, okay, I can kind of get what you're saying. So it's just like
when a man busts out 5 masakas in a row, I think I know what he's saying. I got a good grasp of it.
Almost you appropriate the Japanese culture, man. So bad. It's just like, it's 2018 and you're still saying this swanky ass shit right here on stream.
It's true. Fucking the new season of FLC actually has that joke in it where
did you just call it FC? What?
I stuttered a little bit.
No. The anime is called Furikuri.
Yes.
During the events
Matthew!
of the new season of FLCO.
Fully coolie.
Oh my god.
It's fully coolery!
Josiah, I had the same
During
exact
the
thing
new
with
season.
Matthew. He hasn't. No.
Of FLCO.
Why are you so ignorant? Where does it stem from? How do you wake up in the morning and say, I'm gonna be this faggot?
Thank you. No, my point though is there's this scene where this guy's watching someone else get his ass kicked, and then Buddy goes, it's like, how does he not understand what the other dude's saying? Like, even I know what Masaka means, and this is in the English dub, and I'm like, okay, this is a good joke for people who have heard subs for a while. I do like that. It's not bad. Yeah.
Alrighty, passing that big huge baton to Josiah. How about you? Do you have an example of an anime whose music is better than the actual source?
Not the source, but the anime itself.
Almost. Kind of last night. Okay.
That's what I'm here right now. No, I mean there's a couple classic examples. I know there's like, oh gosh, like Bleach had some really good bangers in it, and it was just crapshoot all the time. But it's one of the big ones, so I don't really think that counts much. I mean, I thought that Matt didn't say this one, and I don't know why he didn't. But Fairy Tail Zero, actually, with its one season, had a really good OST and a really banging opening and ending theme. But it was just utter garbage, even compared to the not spin-off Fairy Tail series, which is a complete waste of space most of the time.
Yeah.
And I know I've watched every single episode. I wanted it to be good. The manga's really good. It has the Attack on Titan syndrome.
Okay, yeah.
Would you say that that show would be the same level of quality with or without the music, or it'd be worse without the music? Is it utilized well, at least?
Oh yeah, I mean the BGMs and the character themes are done really well for just a one series spin-off. That never actually finishes anything, by the way. It just kind of ends. I don't know if they plan on continuing it anytime soon, but the manga for that one's still going, so I don't know. It would be interesting to see, but no, I mean, the music does make it a lot more tolerable.
Yeah. But it didn't save it, kind of like...
No, it can never save
it. It was hopeless. It's not like how Star Wars was a mess and then they saved it in editing.
Yeah, something like that.
Just like the Justice League.
Oof.
Just like the Suicide Squad.
Oh yes, the Suicide Squad had such great music by post 2000s Fall Out Boy that it just saved everything.
Fall Out Boy saved the Ghostbusters
Oh god. Why are they just... Sony's just like, hey, we're making terrible movies. Do you want to be the face on the cover of the background?
Hell yeah!
Themes?
Oh,
Like, yeah, we sold out years ago. Of course we do.
I haven't got a paycheck in 5 years. I'll take anything at this point. I suck your dick for
I wish that was true. And Fall Out Boy is actually... They're from freaking...
Oklahoma?
Yeah, well, they're from Stillwater, yeah, Oklahoma.
Have they done any anime soundtracks?
No, thank God.
God damn it. They should have a new song in Dragon Ball Super.
Super's already done. I hate to break it to you, but it's done.
Super
It's
Z.
gonzo. Now, I believe I think it's gonna be Super GT next, where they actually do a real reboot of GT.
Oh boy, I hope. I hope.
That would
Can we talk about how Dragon Ball Super is just a soft reboot of GT?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a prequel.
There's really not
reboot.
much to say about it apart from the fact that you're right. But yeah.
I don't know. It has just as much good scenes with Trunks in it that GT does. So.
Good point. I had never even thought of that. That's good. Zero.
So,
I think the reason why they didn't extremely go reboot it or whatever is because Japan really does like that GT for some reason. I don't know why.
let me give you this. There's a lot of great designs in GT.
Yes, I agree.
But that's its only.
Yeah.
What did GT air on? What was it different from Dragon Ball Z?
What do you mean air?
What channel originally was this
It
aired?
was on Toonami.
Yeah.
Here.
I think Toonami, yeah.
It feels like a fucking 4Kids cartoon.
Kinda.
Well, I mean,
At times, yes.
You'd fucking sit down and watch some GT. Coming up next, Cubics, robots for everyone. There you go. That's Saturday
on the
morning.
next episode of GT.
I miss Cubics.
I always remember how how Dragon Ball Z freaking episodes sounded, and then all of a sudden GT is all super edgy. I was like, oh wow, awesome. Just what I wanted.
Finally, the next step in evolution.
I wanted grunge punk bands voicing my episodes for GT.
While we're on the subject, would it also be fair to say that since Dragon Ball is an unfortunately kind of shallow series, that its music is also kind of better than it?
I don't know about that.
From what I've seen, it has a very expansive soundtrack. It's like there's hundreds of tracks. Or
Yeah.
There's
at least
also
100.
very, very extremely different versions of Dragon Ball Z soundtracks, and here's the Ocean dubs, and then here's the Funimation dubs, and then here's all that, and they all have very different soundtracks. But I think the original soundtracks for Z below are fine.
Right.
Yeah. I think that
the original Dragon Ball ones are actually really good because they're based on the karate films of like the time in which they were based on, which was
Yeah.
like around
Yeah.
like the 60s and 50s and whatever, and that like melds well with what they're doing in Dragon Ball. And then Dragon Ball Z tried to do it again, but it kind of like it was a little bit iffy and off because it was like kind of not very comedic and just very blandish, but it had some fine.
It had a couple really good ones that
Yeah,
everybody remembers whenever you hear it.
everybody
Bruce Falconer
knows
came
the
along.
the standout themes that are
Yeah.
used well for like really good points
Yeah.
in the series. But even if there are actually hundreds of tracks, I'm not sure. There's just
Feels
you hear them so many times because there's so many fucking episodes
Uh-huh.
that you get tired of it
Yeah.
very easily.
Yeah.
To this very day, I will stand by both the original theme for Vegeta from Funimation, which was Hell's Bells, and also his Super Saiyan theme with the piano.
Mondo Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty Mondo cool.
Both of those themes for Vegeta,
Uh-huh.
I still fucking love to this day.
Yeah.
There are a couple of bangers.
But yeah, even Super, from what I've heard, it
Oh, yeah.
was actually pretty swell all around, mostly.
For the most part.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that they got the full orchestra, so it's like, okay, yeah, you're trying, you know. it was really generic. I mean, there was like one or two that's pretty good, and you're like, okay, yeah. And it's nice that they did the intro and outro ditties, you know.
Yeah.
They redid those, like the ones in Dragon Ball when they went to commercial, like da 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 da,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And they redid those, and they also did the da na 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 na. They
Yeah.
redid that like jazzy style for Super, so they had a more like jazz, like full orchestra thing with Super, which was nice, was because they redid some of the old songs.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't remember any of the new ones they put in there. So except for maybe like Hit's theme and
Yeah.
like Jiren's music,
Uh-huh.
that's about it.
Yeah.
Back when it first came out, I was going bonkers for Ultimate Battle. Fucking that Kachidaze was kicking, and
Oh yeah.
I would be
Yeah, yeah,
bumping
yeah.
off the walls like a kid on too many fuzzy peaches.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Can we have a
freaking,
podcast about Fuzzy Peaches and Maynard's products?
Yes.
No, thank you.
Next one, you and I.
No, another anime that had music too good for itself was Toriko. If anybody
Toriko?
remembers that dumpster fire that
Toriko.
started out really well and just didn't end, and then they did end and it wasn't good.
I have
Can you
a
remind me what Toriko is?
back when I was young, one
Because they had the same guy who was doing the kachi and doing all the opening theories. Like he was like an old school like Japanese singer, and they had him
They
doing
had
like
the
most of the themes.
they had the guy who was doing the Gucci go, and then they brought in some fucking good music there. Back when I was very young, like about a teenager, one of my brothers tried to get me invested in a Toriko, because he was like, "No, listen, it's very good. Look at all this shonen going on here." And then I took a look at it and never watched it once. So I feel like I didn't miss out on too much. So all is well in the end.
Is Toriko the blue-haired guy
Yeah.
that eats
Yes, he
or
is.
whatever? Okay.
You're saying
And
there's a
he-
character in an anime that eats food?
Well, his specialty that I know from just like looking at it is that he's always eating and like. Yeah,
From
And
these
then-
pictures
pretty much
I've
that
seen, it looks like he eats.
Yep.
And
He's
then he
always
kick-
eating.
And then
And
he
that's his
kicks forks at
specialty
people.
or something.
That's it. There you go.
Jesus.
Who the fuck kicks a fork at someone? What sort of bad shonen is this?
Yeah. I was gonna say something.
Yep.
Yerp.
So, anything else, Josiah, or should we bounce back?
Nothing off the top of my head.
Do you have anything, Bjorn? Hmm.
Bjorn, talk about anime.
Oh, hold on, I'm glitching up my fucking internet.
Talk about anime right now.
Anime.
Yeah.
Number one thing about anime, you gotta know.
Yes.
Slaves.
Titties.
Titty slaves. What do you think about that, Chris?
It's pretty cool. I like fucking titty slaves. Bring that shit over here. Slap them titties, you slave.
Oh, speaking of titty slaves, part 5 got confirmed.
Boy, did it.
Gasp.
That means once we hear the first theme song for part 5, it's gonna be memed everywhere, and it's gonna be the newest thing.
Yep. Have you guys heard this
boy.
great new song, Gangster's Paradise by Coolio?
No, not the ending, the opening.
Ah, shit.
Oh, so Amish
Big
Paradise.
fuck up. I fucked up.
Oh yeah.
They actually got Weird Al to do the new intro.
Yes.
That's good.
The white and nerdy one.
No, he made up his own song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Calls fuck I hate Italians.
Didn't he create one specifically for that Transformers movie?
Oh, no, it wasn't for that. It was just in the movie for some reason.
Oh.
It was Dare to Be Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just
I thought it was
used for no
specifically
reason.
made for that one, but yeah.
No, I was made before the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Which I always thought it was
thinking
some
that
kind
it
of
was super
Devo.
off.
Dare to Be Stupid is like the only song that is not based off of another song, I'm pretty sure, that anybody
There's
knows.
a couple ones.
And I always thought it was based off of a Devo song, but apparently it's just inspired by it.
There's only like 3 or 4 songs where they aren't
Yeah.
inspired. Or parodies, rather.
And you know what's the funniest Weird Al song ever?
What's that?
Christmas at Ground Zero.
No. No. It's Trapped in the Drive-Thru
Yeah, that's
with that
that's
exactly
exactly
ass
what I was gonna
animation.
I was gonna say Jackson Park Express, but okay.
Yes. You showed me Jackson Park Express. That was a great song.
So anything coming to mind, Bjorn?
We're still on the topic of anime with good soundtracks. Better. No, I don't. This is not my expertise. I'm not a connoisseur. Can't think of anything.
How about any cartoons?
Cartoons. You didn't give it. I would have thought about that if I knew we were
I'll
going to
give
be
you
off
some
the top
time.
of cartoons.
I'll give you some time since I'll go with one of mine. I'll choose my
Sonic X.
controversial
Oh, there you
one.
Yeah, there we go.
Go!
Gotta go fast.
Uh,
That's it. That's all
for
you get.
first, I'm gonna say Paranoia Agent. It has a better soundtrack than its whole entire thing. Only for the reasons of that the music is actually works in the show and outside the show, and the show itself is kind of just that Satoshi Kon BSing around because he can, but the music itself is astounding. The opening is one of the best OPs in like a while, and that's one of mine.
Oh, you reminded me. What is it? It's Tokyo Ghoul has a pretty slapping opening theme.
Ooh.
Done by the same band that did all the Psycho-Pass ones. And so it's that weird, like, EDM style, high pitched
Yeah.
auto-tune ones. But it's done tastefully.
Oh boy.
So it's really good, and it's really like, and that opening actually made me want to watch the show, and then it made me wish that the opening wasn't for that show.
Yeah.
But speaking of cartoons that have terrible, or maybe good or terrible openings, has anybody seen the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle opening?
I only seen
cartoon?
the animation on the Facebook. I didn't even click
Because I
to.
just posted a link if you want to quickly just take a look and see. It's like 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, they do have a fucking new cartoon. I forgot about that. Because the last one was only made in like 2012, which doesn't seem too long ago.
Well, it lasted for a while though.
There's a lot of people who are like, I fucking love this cartoon, and then other people are like, fuck this cartoon, fucking sucks. And I was like, it looks weird.
But yeah, that's the monstrosity that is the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So are you sure that one wasn't composed by Weird Al?
I'm hoping not.
Because it almost kind of sounds like it.
It does.
Hush, that's so simplistic. Don't even.
Well, I mean, you know, okay.
He does very technical parodies of popular music.
Okay.
He is a master of deconstruction and parody, and if you fucking insult him, you will be called out like the dog you are.
You won't be called into heaven.
What if you want to go to heaven and God was like,
No.
that time you dissed Weird Al?
That's a bad sin.
Well, I like the animation because I've seen this before on Facebook, but without the sound. But yeah, the sound.
The sound is god awful.
Woof.
I like the animation that, like, the character design almost kind of looks like 2D from Gorillaz because of the eyes and this simplicity.
At least it's better than whatever that thing is with the Thundercats. Cuff.
Thundercats?
Oh, Thundercats Gorm.
Yeah.
Thunder Thighs?
Thunder Thighs, yeah.
Thunder Thighs by Ted Nugent.
She
got a big leg!
Piggybacking off of that, that opening was the thing that I actually got into this anime for. And hoo boy, that's the only thing that's good about it. And the soundtrack as well. Last Exile, 2003. If you remember that little gem.
I can look it
Yes,
up.
I do.
The opening to that is probably one of my favorite openings of all time. But the anime itself is like the most like generic thing that could ever happen. And it even actually got like a second season, and that one's like more generic than that one. And I can't even remember the soundtrack to that one. So.
Could you describe how you would view generic anime? Like, make up the most generic anime you can imagine right now on the spot.
Like, just make up a premise for
the premise for an anime. The most generic anime possible.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a group of kids.
A transfer
and they're
student
trying to become superheroes.
Gets brought to a new high school.
It's all, yep. I think we're all on the same page of school kids.
A group of kids getting sent to a high school.
And that's it. That's generic.
Too old. You need someone that younger, middle schoolers. And
kindergartners.
I was about to say that.
Listen to a blue cat.
The
and
pink-haired girl gets a giant robot, and the robot tells her to save the world.
The pink-haired long.
Unfortunately, every time she gets in that robot, it changes her gender to one of 29 different genders.
And they're called gyms. And
She rubs crystals all over her body in a very seductive way for a kindergartner. In order to transform.
Isn't this just the plot to Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi?
No,
not at all. An anime.
Not at all.
I'm thinking of a different fucking thing.
Are you
wait,
talking
hold
about
No,
freaking...
that was a totally wrong name, but I know what I'm thinking of. So give me
I
a
know
second.
what you're
Do
thinking
you even
of, I
know
think.
what the definition of anime is?
No, give me a
It's
second.
animated in Japan, Kate.
I have the
Hi Hi
pictures.
Puffy Amiyumi was animated by
I know.
Jewish people.
I said the wrong name. I know what I'm
In Canada.
thinking
Are
of.
you
I
thinking
just
about
need to
that
remember
one
the
Jewish
name of it.
Canadian
The-
I
and-
need to.
The worst kind.
An American cartoon boy gets sent to a Japanese anime thing, and they...
Talking about
Kappa Mikey? Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Are you talking? Are you thinking about that, Matthew?
That's one that has a song too good for the show.
Yeah.
Right there is it.
I'm gonna look that up now.
Kappa
Hey,
Mikey.
hey, you out in the street.
Yes, that one. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Dude, the fucking
Don't you
opening.
see his name
Or
was Kappa
are you
Mikey?
talking about the awesomeness that is Code Lyoko?
No, the fucking opening.
No,
to-
that's those weird French people anime.
Uh-huh.
Why
It's
is
like Wakfu, but all 3D models.
why is the opening to Lucky Star so fucking lit? But I don't want to watch Lucky Star.
Well, 'cause you're a man.
That's the sound of.
Have you ever heard
cast
the mix
Lucky
of that
Star.
with Skrillex and Korn?
Oh, you should.
Hold on.
Hang on. I am also looking for this thing that I know I've watched before.
I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll fucking find it.
You find it.
Is it an
Yeah,
anime?
Josiah mentioned Bleach. There's a couple soundtrack. There's a couple tracks off of the soundtrack that I like to listen to when I'm at the gym. Actually,
Life is a Boat.
Stand Up, Be Strong is a personal favorite of mine when I am there, and I enjoy that track quite a lot. And Betrayal and B13A are some other pretty good ones off of the Bleach soundtrack. Definitely worth giving a look to.
You don't listen to that D Techno Life song that's the second opening to Bleach that everybody freaking came over when it first came out?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh boy, time to go back to high school.
Listen, I read the Bleach manga. Mangas don't have openings.
Well, how do you read the book then?
With your ears.
Mm.
Oh
Is
man,
it
I'm getting
just
chills already.
Bleach opening 2?
Yeah, this one.
Nah,
It's even creditless.
Creditless. Oh my god. All
But I
right.
can tell you right now, when I worked out in high school, that was it was put on just repeat that song.
Yeah.
Oh!
I almost remember all the words.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say my next.
Oh, they're running at
example.
something.
Please.
Just like me, I'm running at something at the same
Oh,
time.
they looked behind them and there was a man with another big sword, I think,
There's.
and he's fighting
we
him with his sword. Oh, he's running out of the water!
We forgot to mention big swords when we were talking about generic anime. Oh no!
Big sword?
You know what?
Oh, no.
You know what? This footage of him running on the water reminds me of when I saw.
Daikatana?
No, when I saw.
Also, all the matchups in this opening don't happen in the anime.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But do
when
they
I
happen
saw
in the manga
fights.
though?
What's that fucking Princess Mononoke? The old guy who feeds him rice, and then
Yes.
later on, he's jumping from rocks to rocks in the water with his sandals. And I said that's epic. So I took some pieces. I took some pieces of wood and screwed them together, or nailed them together to look like the sandals, and I like tied them on my feet. And I'm like, I'm gonna jump on
yeah.
rocks.
Oh yeah.
Feels good.
I wish I was there for that moment.
So my next example,
Please fill
in
for
which
time, Sterling.
the creator of Votoms did this, and I think I'll put in his other work as well, because It goes hand in hand. Gasaraki, 1998, and Blue Gender, which I'm pretty sure was in 2001, somewhere around there.
Isn't Blue Gender a hentai?
It could be.
No, that's La Blue Girl. Sorry, never mind. Go on.
I'm
about to say.
Well, it's
You're thinking of Baby Blue.
Gender is pretty much.
I am
don't
thinking
know
of
what
Baby
this
Blue,
is.
aren't I?
It could be. But yeah, Gasaraki's opening is phenomenal. While Blue Gender's opening is horrible, but everything else is phenomenal, except for the ending, of course, as well. But Gasaraki's is like the shining example of, hey, this is a fantastic OST you got there. Let me check out. Oh no. It's this kind of anime.
Doesn't the final opening of Legend of the Galactic Heroes suffer from the same problem?
Legend of the Galactic Heroes is all pretty much orchestra and like the
Orchestral, you mean?
old-timey stuff of like Mozart and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but I haven't gotten to
opening
the
is
last opening.
bad.
I haven't gotten that far, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Wooly was talking about it on the Friendcast where he was like, boy, everything about this is great except for that last opening.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh yeah, because he was talking about the English, and then they started freaking throwing.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Tough Boy under the bus.
I know.
Them.
Tough Boy.
Tough Boy's the best.
Tough Boy is the best. Thank you.
Yeah, Gasaraki. If you want an opening that will soothe your ears and also explode your eyes
Pants.
because of the animation, Gasaraki's opening is pretty cool. And then I think I'll leave that one to the wayside for now. But
So who has a good guess on what the part 5 ending is gonna be?
I'm gonna say, since they did the Savage Garden one that didn't actually meld well with it, because it was actually for part 6, but whatever. Cough, cough.
I assume we're talking about JoJo's Big Bong Bazinga Adventure.
Yes,
We are.
Yeah.
exactly.
Which I don't fucking know a single thing about. We went to the panel at Anime North, and everything just went in one ear. And
The only
other.
thing that
Yeah.
you should ever watch from JoJo is the 1993 OVA version, which
This
is
man is
basically 6 episodes, and that's
I'm
all
just
you
gonna
need.
guess fifth
That's
ending.
all you need for perfection of the highest quality.
Fifth
Do not
ending
bother.
is gonna be Fallout Boy.
So let's see here.
No, it's not gonna be Fall Out Boy.
Oh, fuck off! Fuck off!
Part 5 was written between 1995 and 1999.
Yeah, when Fallout Boy was at his peak.
Okay. All Star by Smash Mouth. Final answer.
Smash Mouth All-Star.
Gangsta's Paradise.
I don't know.
Everybody says it's gonna be Gangster
I
Paradise,
just-
just like everybody thought it was gonna be All Star for the last one.
Why,
so,
why do
no.
you think it's gonna be All-Star? What's your...
No, I'm just. It's just my. It's a joke
Because
that's
it's
what I'm gonna
fucking
keep
funny.
calling for the
Okay,
next one each
okay.
time.
Okay, what?
You know what's a funny
that?
joke?
What's
This
a funny
reference. This reference. It's pretty funny, eh?
No, it's probably gonna be Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I wouldn't even be upset.
Or no, it's gonna be a Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba.
Let me see.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
It's never gonna let me do.
It's got to be something owned by Universal Studios as far as like the music goes, because that's who they're pulling. Their production has the contract with to pull music from. So
How about, what, Hey? Or,
Hey Jude.
yeah. No. Hey,
Hey
for
Jude.
non-blondes or whatever.
I want the ending to be Hey Jude now.
I'm sorry. Okay, Sterling, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I believe it's called Hey by Four Non Blanche, but you know.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said it was going to be Hey Ya by Outkast. Yeah, Outkast.
But that's just
Or, no,
the
even
only
better,
thing
it's
that I
going to
can.
be, no, it's going to be Bittersweet Symphony.
No, what's
Okay.
that one about? Don't hurt my love or something like that.
What?
I forget what it's called, but it's like the one in which the guys from Saturday Night Live, where that skit where they're the
Don't,
two
what
guys
is love?
dancing at the party, and they're all
What
like,
is
"Oh,
love?"
what is love?" Yeah, that one. What is love?
Oh, by Hadaway? Yeah.
Yeah, Hadaway. Yeah.
You could have just said the Jim Carrey meme.
Or you could have just said the Pepsi commercial.
Oh.
Well, the Jim Carrey meme was the one in which they did the Saturday Night Live. Cough, cough. Cough, cough.
I don't know, Bjorn.
But,
What song from the late '90s do you think is gonna
From the
pair
late
well with this
90s?
JoJo? you're
How about
thinking
Madonna?
Jesus
Madonna
fucking Christ.
stuff, yeah.
Oh,
Madonna.
Why not just Cyndi Lauper, huh?
No, late Madonna, man. Late Madonna is the best Madonna.
You mean late Madonna, the one that says she wanted to blow up the White House 2 years ago and had to be taken in custody by the FBI?
Hey, man, we all have our faults.
Not me. Sorry.
Nah, it's definitely gonna be No Scrubs by TLC.
Mm. Oh boy, wow.
Hmm.
Uh,
Part 5 is the only part that has a stand that's named after hip hop music.
Hitler.
It's named after
Hitler, yeah. Uh-huh.
So if we could throw in a little bit of hip hop, I would be quite pleased.
Yeah, some Hitler, yeah.
Never forget the fact that nothing could be done about Biggie Smalls.
fucking, I don't know anything about this. If it's in the 90s, then whatever. It's just some Offspring.
It's gonna be probably something from the 2000s, because that's what they did.
They
with
do the
part
Crazy
4
Taxi
for some
soundtrack.
reason.
All that you need to know, all that you need to know is that Biggie Smalls shows up in JoJo, and he's a big blob. That's
Even
it.
though I like that Savage Garden song, it's just like, okay.
That's a good
Well,
song.
in the same mindset as Savage Garden, it's probably gonna be Mbop by Hanson.
Oh boy, hopefully. But yes, let's see here. So do you have any answers for the cartoons?
Cartoons?
Bjorn, baby cakes?
Well, this is kind of cut on the line because I really like Metalocalypse, which is a
Uh-huh.
good cartoon,
Yes.
and it's funny depending
It's
on
great.
who you are. Like, I found it really funny.
Yes,
This
me too.
got a little less funny the more you watched it.
Yeah.
But I found that the music is fucking stellar, and it really got overshadowed by the comedy. Like, people just reference it all the time,
Uh-huh.
like their funny accents. But I listen to the soundtrack all the time.
Wasn't the songs themselves also pretty funny?
Yeah, but they were funny. The lyrics were funny too. But that's
Yes.
not the entire point of the songs. They were still full-fledged songs that were released in albums.
Yeah. I can give you a pass on that one.
Oh fuck! I
Well,
finally
most
found.
importantly, it taught everyone in the world that you can finally play a bass guitar with your dick.
Yes.
Yep.
I
And
finally
you can have
found the
clowns
fucking
that can do cocaine.
and fucking anime that I was looking for. The Magical Girl parody. It was Puny Poeme.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
our
that
homework from way time ago.
Yeah.
Yes. What about it?
2001. It's been 17 years.
Oh,
Yep.
was that the one that you were referencing? That you thought it was Hi Puffy Yummy Yumi or whatever?
Yes.
Wow. All
Look at
right.
the two names. Yeah.
Okay.
Watanabe made that?
Mm.
Watanabe made fucking fucking
fucking
Puny
man.
Poeme.
Yeah, because he also made Excel World.
I didn't know it at all. Jesus.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Anime music. I do like it a whole lot. Sometimes it's better than the show. Sometimes it's not.
What you talking about, man?
Yep. Yep.
I'll tell you what memes are better than the show. Darling in the Franks, the memes are way better than the show.
Yeah.
The meme in which that is this a butterfly
Yeah.
or something like that, or is this a bird? Whatever.
Is
That
this?
No, this is the pigeon.
That one's way better than the actual show because that one's just woof.
Is this an anti-spiral?
It is a complete. Is this a convenient plot
Is
point?
is the Clenad one the hey nigga or whatever it is? That
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Is that Clenad?
Yeah, when she's yeah, it's
Alright.
Clanad, yeah.
Yeah.
It's freaking what's her name, Hoshi or whatever her name was, the girl who's really dead in Cars and Stars, yeah.
Yeah. I still have yet to watch that, even though I haven't downloaded. Cough cough.
Well, the important thing about Clanad, Sterling, is that you only watch Clanad 1 to watch the after story, and it's really, Clanad is really cheesy, and it doesn't really take precedence, and it doesn't really like show you how deep the lore really goes until the after story, where everything starts fitting together.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta, but I mean, like it's like the first season of like a good sitcom, like The Office or Parks and Rec or
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where they're setting up the characters so you understand their thought process, so you understand the jokes better, and you get a sense for their personality, so they hook you. But it isn't really that funny yet because they still haven't, like the characters haven't really developed in your mind yet.
Yeah.
And so it's really just a giant character introduction. And then about 2/3 of the way through is when it starts getting real in Clanad, and then the after story picks up after that.
Oh boy.
But a lot of people tell you, oh, you gotta watch it, but it's a little tough, like the first couple episodes and this and that, getting through it, because it's like there's a lot of exposition they gotta set up.
Mm-hmm.
And it does pay off, and there are some OVAs which are very sad and make you cry even more than the regular ones. Because surprise, surprise, of course, this is based off of a dating sim.
Yeah, which has
Like all
just
good
got
animes.
released on the PS4 like last week,
Nice.
which I'm like, okay.
But man, Clanad has such great music to it. Oh my god,
Oh boy.
it's good.
Speaking of animes that I just picked up and started watching, freaking Death Note, what the fudge, man?
Jeez.
How far are you in Death Note?
Episode 9-ish?
Of
Okay,
the
that's
live
barely-
action.
barely.
That's where the split is.
Yeah, I know. I'm barely at
Where
that
I
point.
say that it ends, and other people says, "Oh no, there's these other episodes that we just made up that we're gonna throw on top."
But yeah, like at that point, I'm like, this is a 10. But right now, like at that point, that's a 10. But you know,
Yes.
it's still.
And get ready for it to spiral down to a
Yeah,
2.
that's what I'm hearing. I'm like, oh jeez. But yeah,
It's like your first time with cocaine, and you're suddenly getting off the high,
yeah.
and you're like, "Oh God, what did I do?"
Like I've literally not seen one problem with it so far. But you know,
If we're gonna start talking about stuff we've been watching lately,
what you have been going on? Have
I
you
am
finished Gundam though, Matthew?
I am
If
almost
you haven't, don't
caught
talk
up-
to me.
I am almost caught up on My Hero.
Oh,
Just My Hero?
Yeah, dude, I've
The
been
fuck
reading
is
a
that?
lot of My Hero.
What the fuck is My Hero?
My Hero Academia.
Oh,
I've been reading a lot of it, like a fucking ton, and I'm almost caught up.
it's actually called Boku no Hero.
Thank you.
It's
It's
actually
actually
called.
called
And also,
My
but
Hero
most
no
importantly-
Pico.
It's actually called
most
My Hero. Shut the fuck up. That's what it's
Matthew, most importantly, thank you for not using the short term Hero Aka, which is a terrible nickname.
gosh.
called. Is the grievous sin is the most grievous sin possible.
Uh-huh.
Don't do it.
Grievous?
I mean, we can't
General
all-
General Bones
Kenobi!
Epic?
This lightsaber will make a good part of my collection, Grievous.
Uh-huh, yep.
It's got like 2 lightsabers.
Hello there.
Hello there.
I think I saw like a really good meme recently where it's like you can only have one and the other choice is lost to you forever. $1 million cash right now, or at some point in your life, Ewan McGregor will drop behind you and say say hello there and walk away.
That's a tough decision.
It is, isn't it?
But here's what quantifies it though. Can I, for less than $1 million, have Ewan McGregor, hire Ewan McGregor to drop down behind me and do
Well,
it at some
isn't it
random point?
lost to you
Right.
forever? Like, you can't even buy them?
No.
You
All
can't
gone.
buy a human being?
Bjorn.
That doesn't make any
We're
sense.
past that point. Now. Come on.
If
this
you
is
lock him in a
2018.
cage and you get him behind you,
If you
he
love
actually
Obi-Wan,
just
you let him
gets,
go.
Like, black hole existence.
Well, I love Obi-Wan, but I don't want to let him go.
He enters a different
Don't
dimension.
If you
let
love
go.
him, if you love the one, you let him go. If he comes back, he's yours forever.
Oh.
Oh boy.
It's like that 80s song, Love the One You With.
No, like the Trailer Park Boys.
Thank you. Fuck. Good fucking call. Okay. Speaking of stuff we've been doing lately, I watched the first 3 episodes of Trailer Park Boys. Guess what? It kind of holds up a little bit.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Have
a
you
little
watched
bit.
this before?
Kind of.
Isn't
Trailer
that
Park
like
Boys is
The
like
Canadian Seinfeld?
it is the Canadian answer to Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And I don't know. For the most part, most of it feels kind of a lot of the comedy feels unnecessary or unpolished, where it's like you could have done a little bit more with this joke and taken it like a bit further. But there's also plenty of moments where
Yeah.
I was like, okay, no, this writing was actually, this was a good joke. This was timed well. I sure am enjoying watching it. It's a good enough that I feel like I can keep watching it, and it's like, yeah, it's fairly justified. It's like a good 7.5 out of 10 for me so far. And if this is just season 1, then there's a good chance it's gonna pick up in the near future. They put out 12 seasons in it, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
I
I'm not
thought this
too
was
well
much
versed
shorter.
in it. Like, that was more my friends in middle school and high school who always talked
Yeah.
about it. Because, you know, those young and Canadians sure do like when they get the booze and they do the crimes.
They do.
I would say that the difference, you compared it to It's Always Funny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That show has some likable characters and like charming characters, but
Yeah.
you don't root for anybody in Trailer Park Boys. They're all just
No,
a bunch
you don't.
of trash.
Everyone's shitty in there.
Yeah.
No.
I've been
no.
watching a lot of Kenny versus Spenny recently, just because all of them
Oh,
are
yeah.
uploaded to YouTube by Kenny Hans.
Oh, really?
Because you're a filthy Canadian, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a filthy Canadian Jew who animated Hi Puffy Yumi.
Thank you.
Also, you're Todd Howard's illegitimate son and the heir to the
Yeah.
Skyrim fortune.
People were calling me Todd Powered.
Fuck, what is it again? No. One small disagreement, Bjorn. Bubbles is probably a, like, okay, I would say the Bubbles is easily the most likable character on that show, and there's
I
Yeah,
would say
but
Buttercup.
much
but, you know.
against him.
Buttercup. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Buttercup's
I
a fucking raunchy lesbian.
Yeah,
Oh, are we talking about the original or the remake?
I haven't seen 5 seconds of the remake.
No,
wait,
they're
I
already
have, that's
rough
a lie.
boys.
Sorry, no, it's a lie. I saw that clip that everyone was showing around where it's like, look, it's bad because they're twerking. And then I look at it and it's like, yeah, that is bad, actually.
You haven't
That's
seen
bad.
the No Me Gusta?
No me gusta.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that they literally gave a mastectomy to the kindergarten teacher because he doesn't have breasts anymore.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
awesome.
So, no, I lied.
So progressive, right?
I have watched 5 seconds because I watched that. I don't like it.
Also, did you hear the one about the unicorn?
It's
Really?
gay.
No, I don't know.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah, apparently there's a unicorn that fucks the little Sailor Moon girl
What?
from
Oh.
Sailor Moon.
Oh, that bad
the
show?
unicorn fucks her.
That
Hey,
horrible
hey, Chris,
show?
you've been pretty quiet. What do you think about this? Should I fuck a unicorn? Fuck a unicorn every day, any day, nigga. Shit.
Okay. Anything you've been watching recently, Josiah?
I went back and watched Cell Games because of Mega 64's video.
Oh, that
Got me
was
in
a
the mood for
fucking
it.
awesome.
Oh,
video.
really?
Well, what's the viewer count on it right now? Because like I checked on it like Friday and it only had like 500,000 views, which is fucking abysmal for like that quality of a video.
Yes.
Like how the fuck?
I agree.
I saw it was being shared around a lot, so I hope it's getting more views.
It was on the first page of Reddit
Yeah.
videos for 3 days straight.
Now, is that their second Dragon Ball Z?
That's their
thing?
second. No, it's their second saga in 5 minutes
Yeah.
of Dragon Ball Z. They've done another. They've done a live action
Yeah.
movie trailer.
And
then
they've
they've
done
done-
the fucking cosplayers battle of the sex
How?
gods.
It's all, what the hell? This video only has 430,000
Wow.
views.
That sucks.
We gotta do our
How?
part, children. We gotta do our part.
No, I'll share it with everybody I know. Everybody I know already knew about it and loves it. I don't understand. Like, how?
That's a rough one.
Racism, I tells you.
It hasn't changed since Friday. That's fucking ridiculous.
Anybody who
Like,
wanted
how-
to see it saw it that day once.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I've only watched it 16 times myself.
Everyone's too busy celebrating Canada Day. By the way, happy Canada Day to all our
Were you
Canadians.
watching the cell?
Everybody's just got finished with game Ramadan, so you know.
So
Have
what
you
I'm
ever
saying
have you
Yes.
ever looked at like a classic video that you watch all the time and wondered like see all the comments to people saying that it's classic as well and wondered
Oh, wow.
how many of these views are just from the same people watching it over and over again
Yeah.
because it's such a good video.
Remember that
Like Team
classic
Fabulous
YouTube
too.
video?
Let me just put this into perspective, okay?
Domestic.
The Frieza saga in 5 minutes has over 5 million views.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
But I believe that was for the thing in which.
Yes, it was for Revenge of F.
Yeah, the Revenge of F.
Oh yeah.
Resurrection F.
Yeah.
That's right.
Resurrection F. That's why.
But
hey.
no, I mean that's why they can't get copyright stricken on these Dragon Ball videos, is because they made a deal with Funimation. They did a couple videos for them, and now they get to do these skits without having fear of copyright strike. And that's why they're able to use the music and everything like that.
I hope
That's why they're allowed to make Battle of the Sex Gods.
But is it just me, or did this come out of the blue almost?
Yeah, it did come out of the blue, which is
That's
nice.
pretty
'cause
much, I think, the reason why that there's no extreme.
It's
views
still
on
it's been out for 6 days.
still kind of out of the blue, kind of.
But I mean, it was on the top of Reddit for 3 days straight. Like, it's not like that should have gotten it over 1 million views alone.
I think they might be.
Like, I had my friend who doesn't even watch Mega 64 at all, except for the videos I send him every once in a while. Like, there's a really good one, and he sent it to me as soon as it was uploaded because he saw it on Reddit, and I'm like, yeah, I already watched it.
Yeah.
And that happened with 2 or 3 people I know who don't really watch a lot of YouTube. They're like, oh, hey, we know you like Dragon Ball Z. There's a really funny video. I'm like, yeah, I've already seen it. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Your friends think that you like Dragon Ball Z?
Do you
Oh,
actually?
excuse me. They know that I like Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
I had to.
I really fucking need to find out where I left off on Dragon Ball, because I really liked the original Dragon Ball, and then I just,
It's good.
for whatever reason, stopped watching
It's
it before.
just a little bit. It's got that problem of being a little bit too padding.
Yeah,
in
there's a lot of
places.
just like nothing's happening.
Yep.
When's the stuff's gonna
Sometimes
start
it's just
happening?
Too much broad, not enough
Where
tip.
did you stop? Did you stop? In
It
the
was
Red
probably
Ribbon
like around
Army?
episode 50 after the Red Ribbon Army or something.
Yeah.
And I
That's
really want to
kind
go get to the Piccolo shit.
Mhm.
I when I left
King
Dragon
Piccolo,
Ball,
man.
King Piccoli.
when I left good old Dragon Ball a while
King
back,
Fried Pickles.
I stopped right when Red Ribbon was starting, right after
Oh.
Goku's fight with Master Roshi at the end of the Tenkaichi Budokai.
That was a pretty good high point.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
I don't think it ever really gets that high, except with the TN one, and then that's
yeah.
pretty
I've
much
seen-
all the.
Well, I don't know. His fight with Chi-Chi was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you forget when they're all adults, like the right before Z stuff is actually really good too.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen.
And then
the
as soon
TN
as it
fight
gets
on
to
YouTube,
Z,
it's
they're
alright.
like, fuck all of these characters we established.
Pretty
It's
much.
Goku time, baby!
Lunch? What? Yes, of course I want lunch.
Yeah.
It's
Who
launch
is
time.
this individual named Yajirobe? Oh, he makes senzu beams. Okay. He's found his place
what?
in life.
No, Yajirobe doesn't make the
Sorry.
senzu beans.
Yajirobe has been delegated to delivering senzu beans.
It's Korin, right?
And Korin
Yeah,
makes
it's
them.
cool.
Yajirobe takes
It's
a
the
mad
man
fucking
corn.
dump in his diaper.
Oh, but remember he sliced through Vegeta's armor, so
Now,
Yeah.
you gotta admit, that was pretty epic.
Yajirobe used his coward tactics once, and they kind of worked.
Yeah, Yajirobe's like the best in Dragon Ball. And
remember that time when everybody was fighting Cell and Yajirobe's airplane got busted, so he couldn't go help defeat Cell.
Yeah.
yeah,
Everyone was like standing there getting beaten up by Cell Juniors, and they're all thinking, "Oh, if only we had Yajirobe, the scales would be tipped, surely."
it would have.
Well, I think it's more like who's that little gay vampire guy who's always hanging around Tianjin?
Devilman.
Jinhan?
Chiaotzu.
Devilman.
Yeah, if only Chiaotzu was there, he could sacrifice himself and maybe explode one of the Cell Juniors.
Uh-huh.
If only Devilman was there, he could kill Cell
Yeah.
easily. And that's
Yeah,
actually a
Devilman
fact.
would have been the best. You could kill
Oh,
everybody.
I forget. There was somebody else recently in an anime in like one of these seasons. There was like somebody named Devilman.
Crybaby,
Like in a
crybaby,
completely
man?
different anime.
What?
Speaking
Yeah,
of
from a different anime.
Alright.
Speaking of Devilman Crybaby, I've been taking a look at that.
I only
you-
watched the
have
first
you
episode,
finally?
so I
late
liked
to the
it.
party.
Have you
Curious about it.
Like
finally?
a year and a half late, buddy boy.
I know, right?
I'm getting interested now. I'm like,
It's only 10 episodes, but okay.
I'm almost thinking about watching it, guys. Isn't that exciting?
I'm almost thinking about using these 4 hours to complete Devilman Crybaby, but
Everyone
It's
knows-
almost like I could watch it on my phone while I'm doing laundry.
Everyone knows my sacred
While
rule.
you're doing
When
laundry, how
my
long does it take you to
sacred-
do laundry?
My sacred,
sacred
rule states
rule
that
of-
once something is no longer relevant with anybody at all, I'm allowed to start it. That's how it
I
goes.
assume that Matt just goes to a laundromat and he has to
So
wait.
why
for
have
good
you
laundry,
started reading
you know, to
My
be
Hero
available.
Academia then?
Matthew, do you or do you not have a washing machine?
I have a functioning washing machine that
Wow.
washes
Okay, well,
clothing.
So how
Well,
long
you know,
does it take
this-
you to put your laundry in the washing machine?
Yes, but when you think about it, as soon as I put my stuff into the washing machine, I walk back up to my room and I think
And
to
forget
myself,
about
hey, I can read more My Hero or I can play Overwatch.
Ew.
You know what I think
Ew,
when I do
the
my
fuck,
laundry?
What? Have
I
you
wish
seen
I
the
had
new
some clothes to
hero?
wear.
The fucking new hero's a hamster. What do you mean, ew?
Ew.
Get out of here.
It would have been better if it was a squirrel, but you know.
I disagree.
I'm more of a gerbil guy. You know, G-Force.
Yeah.
G-Force
Or no
was
guinea
fucking
pig,
guinea
yeah.
pigs, asshole.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
I'm sorry.
Get
I'm
it
sorry,
right.
There's too many small. That's too many small rodents for me to remember the name.
Too many small rodents for me to put up my boy hole.
Not enough.
So we're about almost wrapping it up. Any
I was
last
about to say.
things?
I was gonna say, yeah. All right.
Yes.
What's your
Bjorn-
opinions on Space Force?
Bjorn, we've got 1 minute left, so we have to do this. If we're gonna do this, Maynard's cast. 1 minute. Let's
Okay.
go. Favorite Maynard's candy.
Probably cherry blasters, whatever they're called.
Swedish bears.
Swedish bears? You talking
Yeah.
about the only candy doesn't have a sugar coating on it? You weak ass
Yes.
bitch. I don't like the texture. It feels like sand on my tongue.
Feels like gooey Swedish goodness is what it feels like. There we go. Maynard's cast over.
Thank you.
Done. You're welcome. That was a good one.
That was my
Any
only
other last
dream.
things we want to talk about before we end?
So I officially won the pool. Jurassic World destroyed Solo in the box office this weekend.
Yes.
By how much?
Let's check the figures here. It was 84 million for Solo.
And we're talking about opening weekends, right?
Yes, opening weekend.
Holy shit.
Jurassic World.
I didn't know that there was that much buzz or hype.
There shouldn't be.
Because I didn't hear any shit from anybody about it. Except for one old lady I work with, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna trust her for great movie suggestions.
Why? Because she's a woman?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, it was. Let's see. It was 135 million at the box office. Oh no, wait. 150 million opening weekend. There you go.
150 million opening.
That's surprising. I didn't know that
Jurassic World.
that many people would
Yeah, Fallen
know
Kingdom.
that the Han
And
Solo
what was
movie is gonna
Solo's?
be shit.
What?
What was Solo's?
Solos was 84.
Oh,
It almost did double.
wow.
I
That's
fucking
almost wow. Mm.
literally fell asleep during that movie.
Which one?
Han Solo.
Okay.
I fucking looked to my left, and this man, dead. Nothing going on. No. To be fair, the chairs were supremely comfortable, so there's that, I guess.
Supreme.
When are they gonna make a Mace Windu standalone film?
They're not going to.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna
You gotta
show
bring
like
in
a
that
30-minute
diversity.
clip of him
No.
falling out that window.
No.
Little did you
'Cause
know,
Coruscant's
after he
so
fell
hot.
out of that window, he became Snoke.
You know what?
Little did you know that Darth Maul's race actually had the ability to pull their balls up into their abdomen, in which that saved his own life.
Oh boy.
Could you wish to explain this?
Darth Maul got chopped in half, but Obi-Wan missed his dick.
Was that the only thing that would have made him bleed out? Like not like his legs, but only
Oh,
his
people don't need
balls, his
legs,
cock and balls.
Bjorn. Don't be such an ableist. People don't need legs.
I mean, they don't need them, but I'm
Yes, sir.
not gonna say that if you lose them, you're gonna be okay in that moment. Well, wait a minute.
Well, if they're
The
magically
lightsabers
wished
are
away, then you're
automatically
okay, then.
cauterizing, so why does it fucking matter?
Yeah.
I think the whole reason why Mace Windu was
Mace Windu
shot
got thrown
out
out the
of that
window.
was that the EU books could expand upon that specifically. I'm like, all right,
Fucking
the expanded universe books.
on the subject of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, and I'm not going to dwell on this much because we're running down. But it was okay. I watched it and had a decent time. I have a buddy who is a dinosaur fanatic, so he's like, "You're gonna go see dinosaurs!" And I'm like, "Okay, all right.
Disney's dinosaurs.
dinosaurs."
Yes. The only scientifically accurate dinosaur film.
So I turned to him and I'm like, Sammy, okay, buddy, no worries. I will go watch Fallen Kingdom with you. And then I'm like, by the way, speaking of dinosaur movies, I have not seen the original Jurassic Park. He like, looks me dead in the face and he's like, dinosaurs. He's like, we gotta fix this. He's like, yeah, okay.
Why haven't you seen the original Jurassic Park?
I didn't see it. I just didn't see it. That's all.
What? No, duh, because it wasn't in theaters when we were live. But I mean, shit, like.
Yes, but
you need to see it on VHS at the Blockbuster.
Yes, but for whatever reason, that was still enough of a justification for him to be like, "Oh, Matt, why have you not seen it?"
Why does he feel so strongly about dinosaurs that he has to sound like one 24/7?
Listen.
He is a dinosaur. Stop trying to blow his cover.
Listen, I have.
That's where the obsession began.
I have.
He's a reptilian.
He's
an anamorph.
I've been into Sammy's basement and like wall to wall Jurassic Park figures, and I'm like, "You're deep into this, aren't you? You're fucking really in." He's one of those guys.
I knew it. They're animorphs in Canada ever since they became illegal in the States.
Yeah,
it's like supers in The Incredibles.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie was okay.
They have to prove themselves to the world.
Yeah.
Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 3, the Rise of the Animorphs.
Incredibles 3, Rise of the Fur People.
The Fur People.
Rise of the Fursuits.
The Furbies.
Oh. Furries versus Furbies.
Incredibles 3, Fur Boogaloo.
Alrighty, Josiah, what are you looking forward to this upcoming week?
Well, it's the end of the anime season, which means the next much more formidable season will be coming up, because Lupin's already done, so...
Oh, boy.
And Megalobox is gonna probably go in a very expected way.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that's good.
Yeah.
They can't keep switching the tables all the way to the end of it. They can't. They might, but they shouldn't.
Yep.
Bad idea. But no. Anything. What was it? There was something else that got.
Isn't there supposed to be a preview of Part 5 somewhere
Yeah, there's
down
a
the
preview
line?
Part 5 coming up, but most importantly, Overlord Part 3 comes out in the summer here. But there was something else big that was coming out.
Attack on Titan Part 3, baby!
Yeah, no, not. I'm sorry, no.
Mikasa's Abs Part 3, yeah, boy!
Please, no. Please.
Best part of the show.
I'd rather have another Iron Fortress of the Canterbury again.
Oh boy. Are you sure about that, though?
Yes, I will, 100%.
Okay.
I would rather have people talk about that than Attack on Titan any fucking day. I would rather go into the courthouse where I have to work for our company and see somebody attach a spike piler to their arm like in Canterbury than see another fucking anime fucking scout ranger Attack on Titan jacket that I've seen 3 in the last month, and I'm just like, and on different people, and I'm just like, can I just fucking not?
Why?
Can you just fucking not wear anime memorabilia to the fucking courthouse?
What? No.
They got a rep, though.
I have to pause you for a second. What's the reason for people going to a courthouse and wearing cosplay?
People wear anything in the courthouse. Let me paint you a little picture here quickly. Let me quickly paint you a picture. So it's hot now.
It is.
And it's the summer, so people have to bring their kids in with them because they don't have babysitters. They can't afford babysitters because they're going to court.
Yeah.
And so, what I've seen is people basically dragging children in bathing suits. I've seen people themselves in bathing suits coming to the courthouse. I've seen young women who think it's alright just to wear panties, bra, and a large T-shirt to the courthouse.
Okay. Yeah.
I've seen a full-grown man in Steelers pajama pants and sandals, and not just like the sandals you can wear outside, but like the fuzzy slipper sandals come in.
Oh wow, that defeats the purpose, but okay.
And let's see, gosh.
Golly.
Oh, I saw a man with a cowboy hat, overalls, a wife beater under the overalls, which made it hard to see the wife beater.
Awesome.
And then he had what was it? Panama Jack's sandals on.
Awesome. That winning combination.
And then here's the kicker. Okay, there was a man. I assume it's a man. Okay, he had Jesus sandals on. I'm sure you know what Jesus sandals are, right?
Yes, I believe so.
They're the ones made out of rope.
Okay,
Yes.
They look like the old Israeli sandals.
I gotcha.
And they're quite popular and fashionable at one time,
Yes.
but that time was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing those. So let me paint you a picture from foot up. Okay, he's wearing those. He had animal print stockings on,
Oh boy.
like women's stockings, like cling to your body every inch of it stockings.
I'm familiar.
And this man was not in shape either.
Oh, they're all.
Really?
Well, I mean,
And then he was wearing a pink. He was wearing some sort of pink sweater in the middle of July, or June. I'm sorry. And then for his hat, it was like a green Robin Hood hat. And he had the most ridiculous, just square, perfectly square sunglasses on. He was just walking with court documents, like he was just the most plain Jane person you ever seen.
yeah.
That sounds amazing. Why do people waste money going into the zoo when they can just check out the courthouse for a day? Just walk in, look for 10 seconds, and leave. It's kind of astonishing.
Well, let me tell you, the courthouse is great, especially on jury day, where there's all these jurors trying to get upstairs, and so they overload the elevators, and the elevators break, and then we're down to one elevator.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then I end up running up 9 flights of stairs to get up to the
Wait,
courthouse.
they overload the elevator. But is it because they're that big, or is it too many people?
No, it's because they stuffed too many people in
Okay,
there.
I was gonna say how fucking
Because
fat do you have to be?
the jurors have never been to the courthouse. They don't know the maximum in the elevator.
Yep.
And so what do? Because they're waiting for elevators so long, because there's only 3 elevators, but they work pretty efficiently. So what they do, they put 20 people in a fucking 10-person elevator. So I just refuse to get in elevators on those days, because I'm like, either I'm going to get stuck with 30 people around me,
Yeah.
cramped in an elevator where I can't grab my phone without fondling somebody, man or woman. And it's bad. It's just real bad.
You're painting a pretty interesting picture of the life of a court runner, I've got to say.
Oh, just wait, Matthew. When you come to see me, we're going down to the courthouse. You're seeing what I have to see.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Now that you've explained this, I'm like, I gotta check it out in person. This is.
We'll have a shared vision.
Oh, this is mandatory now.
It won't take long. It'll only take 20 minutes for you to understand.
Anything you're looking forward to this week, Bjorn?
I don't know. What are you looking forward to, Chris?
I'm looking for basketball.
Whoa! What the fuck? Chris didn't even get to speak, and you're already slinging out all these fucking stereotypes. What are you
State
looking forward to, Chris?
That's not even a
Honestly,
fucking
Chris,
stereotype.
what
He
are you looking
actually
forward
likes
to?
basketball.
Whoa.
He actually. Don't you put that shit on me.
Whoa, dog.
Damn.
I got
That's
a-
kind
Throwing
of.
some shade here.
I got a fucking.
Jeez.
I got a lot of diaries to write.
Sorry, that was weirdly intense, but the man is a fan of basketball.
He is.
Jeez.
He posts about basketball on Facebook very adamantly, and nobody really
All the time.
ever starts a dialogue with him about it. That's pretty sad. He should get some basketball friends.
Yeah. He should find a basketball page on Facebook and be like, here's
He could be an admin.
basketball." He could be
The
the admin dude.
basketballers.
Wish it was Tyler. Wish it was a baller. Wish I had a girl that was good. I would call her.
Best song.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Basketball.
You good with that, Bjorn?
Yeah, I don't look forward to things very often.
Bjorn's
Alright.
I look forward to suffering.
Bjorn's tired of life.
How
I
about
just
you,
don't have the
Matthew?
childlike wonder. anymore
None of us
for
do.
anything in life.
What are you looking forward to, Matthew?
I am looking forward to dodging looking like a racist, and I am also looking forward to...
Well, I mean, that's already pretty late, but
That
okay.
is also something that I am looking forward to. And I am also looking forward to My Hero Academia. I don't have much left to get through. I've been going hard on the gas pedal. I've been doing a whole lot of that shit. Looking at superheroes. Y'all like superheroes? They can punch people.
They can?
Yeah, they can punch people.
Didn't know that.
Are they legally allowed to?
Are they illegally allowed to?
Yes. Well, you folks
okay.
have seen Incredibles too. You know what they're allowed to do. Speaking of which, I need to.
Are
knock
they
off
allowed to
Incredibles.
smoke weed yet?
Yes.
But
Well-
weed, as we all know, enhances people's regular
I'm allowed
powers.
to smoke weed now. What? Prop 788?
Gas.
Welcome to Canada, where everyone in a couple months is going to be allowed to smoke.
Oh, you still.
Yeah, big
okay.
problems. They're gonna. I like to
Yes.
to be straight honest with you for a bit. I'm actually kind of
Straight
not
honest.
looking forward to it whatsoever.
I guess I visited too soon.
Yeah. I stopped. I no longer have an interest myself, and now it's gonna be a lot of potheads. Just
A lot
Yeah.
of peer pressure.
I mean, like the peer pressure wasn't there. Well, who gives a shit about weed? Who's like, you better fucking smoke this weed or I'm gonna clank you on the head, you...
yeah.
I'm
you
gonna
fucking muggle.
Glop you galooper.
Peer pressure stops mattering once you become an adult because you can just walk away. Whereas when you're on the
Because you have your own self-worth.
When you're a child and you don't have any legs, they haven't grown yet. You can't walk away.
When your parents aren't constantly forcing the weed on you.
when you're in the schoolyard, your back's up against the fence, and he's like, "Hey, Matt, try this. These illicit substances."
Yeah,
And I
Sonic
go,
the Hedgehog is pushing the weed on you.
Nobody's gonna give you weed just to get you hooked, man.
I am
Yeah.
exaggerating my point. This is true. But fucking pure. I think the funniest thing that I've ever seen about that shit is there was a great meme about e-bullying, where it's like just walk away from your computer screen.
Yeah, that was Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, just walk away.
How the fuck is cyberbullying real? Just like, nigga, close your
That
eyes.
wasn't a thing. Just walk away from the fucking computer.
Yeah, though, peer pressure. Fuck. My Hero Academia is fun. I'm gonna be caught up with that soon. I am also going to be
Good.
caught up with Darling the Franxx. I might watch Incredibles 2, and I will also be caught up soon on FLCL, Fully Cooley, whatever you prefer to call it. And I will
It's not food cootie, it's food
Footy
cootie.
cutty, as they say during the commercial breaks, and I will let you know how that's going because the first few episodes I thought were all right. They're all right.
Sterling, what are you
They
excited
were
for?
pretty good.
What's got you on the edge of your seat, boy?
That's it. That's all.
But yeah, what I'm looking forward to, gasp. Finishing some artwork here and there. Some friendly commissions for free. And probably get finished with Death Note and write this review of Violence Jack OVAs. The most horrible, just dumb thing ever, but yeah.
You mean apart from Darling and the Franxx?
You know what I heard of
It's
Violent
almost
Jack from,
well.
you know what that YouTuber who Phantom Strider makes those awful lists? You ever seen that?
I don't think so.
What about an awful lips?
Yeah, awful lips. He has fucking terrible lips.
Who?
Just absolutely horrendous lips. Couldn't suck a dick to save his life.
Why, is it crusty or something?
He's got crump.
Does he have to suck a dick to save
Yes,
his
that's his job. Jesus Christ, can't make all your money on YouTube.
Watch us.
Alrighty.
He comes up with lists that are, as a list should be, very clickbaity, and like they fall upon the fact that cartoon YouTubers there's a very small amount of that kind of genre and community, so there's not a lot of good ones, and he's one of the not good ones. He's just got a really kind of dumb personality. He's kind of like Chris Boers.
Yeah,
the irate gameroo.
Yeah.
I'd completely forgotten. Yeah.
Alrighty. Any last thing? Any last thing?
Space Force.
Alrighty. You want to do the honors, Josiah?
Alright, man, what do we always say at the end of every single podcast?
Don't get eliminated!
Get eliminated!
Post.
Goodbye.
Take care of yourselves
what
and
the
all of your
fuck?
families.
Ah,